Kylie Bertucci, Stamping Up demonstrator in Australia. And I can see that you can hear me and hopefully you can see me. I'm seeing all of your comments come through. Thank you so much for joining me live today. I'm on my own today, so I have a big favour to ask all of you today. If you see some questions in the comments that I've missed and you know the answer, can you be my moderator today? We're missing Bruno today. He's gone on an appointment with a friend and he said, oh, do you want me to organise someone to be your moderator? And I'm like, no, everyone here is amazing. They'll do that for us, won't they? Yes, because you're all amazing. Let's give you a round of applause. I've got to change my round of applause button on here because I realised that I took it off last time. So let's have a little look here. I think I need to go to Ecam. No. Yes, found it. Previous page. That's what I need. Yay! I found them all. And this is the best sound of all. You ready?
Did someone say Beveragino? Did someone say Beveragino? Beveragino!
Beveragino! That sounded just like me. I don't understand, do I? Thank you, Carrie. Oh, I'm so glad. So well done to all of you moderators out there. Just keep an eye on the comments. If you know the answer, then jump on in. We will be very, very appreciative to all of you for doing that. I know, it's a crazy world, isn't it, these days? I tell you what, it's so busy. So we are going to have some fun today. I literally have no clue what this is going to turn out like, but we have last chance items that are going literally in days. I can't believe I'm so depressed. It's a sad time. It's a happy time. It's a very confused. I'm very mixed in my feelings right now. So I thought that I would pull out a stamp set that I have no idea why I didn't use it. I'm really like confused by that because it's totally like one of my stamps. I feel like it was made for me. So I'm really sorry, Stamping Up. I'm just bringing it out now. However, the good thing about me bringing it out now is it's on sale. It's $27 and I think 60 cents in Australia. Let me get the exact price for you. Layered stripes. This one here. Regular price would be $34, but today it's $27.20. Yay! So yes, $27.20. So I think that's good. And I've got a few others here that we can check just to make sure are still available because, as you know, retiring list time, last chance offer time, things sell out. I know, it really does look like a very cool set because I'm very geometric girl. So I think we're going to have a bit of fun with that today. And the other one that I'd like to play with, and this one isn't on sale, I can see why, because it is so gorgeous, this one. I'm going to miss this one a lot, the framed florets. I think we might sort of add that as an overlay to this, like soften this one. What do you think? I love the sentiment, so I definitely want to use one of those sentiments. The other one that I really like, and I know maybe some of you can say whether it's available in your market or not, but here in Australia, they are available. The other one that I really like is Happiness Abounds. It's on sale, $28.70 for this one. So this one's on sale. This one is a real favourite of mine. I think that this is an excellent one. Instead of $41, you're getting it for $28.70 at the moment. Yes, please. So yeah, let's have a bit of fun with that. Let's dive on in. Now I have kind of an idea of the first one I want to make. Whether we get to make another one or not, we shall see, right? We'll see if we have time. Who am I kidding? Will Kylie have time? I don't know about that. We shall soon see whether I can get through it all. So we'll do this one here and have a bit of play. Isn't it cool that I can just go on here and check check what we have available. I'm going to miss this paper so much, the Happiness Abounds paper. And it's only $16.80 at the moment. Get it in your cart, people. Add to cart now. Is that how it works? Yes. Add to cart. Sold. Oh, it's available in the US too. Hi, Bruno Bertucci. He's traveling. Don't text and drive, Bruno. I want you to come back alive. I don't want you to die. Now, I need to get, I might be jumping up and down a little bit, but hopefully you don't mind that. And if you do, oh well, it is what it is. But I wanted to get some of the, because I feel like the thick basic white will be good for the base of this one. Because I want to do, although that does not feel thick, that one feels like a regular one. You've got to go like this. Hey, are these even thick? These don't feel thick. Oh, that one's thick. Well, what was there some imposters doing in there? That one's an imposter. This one is now not an imposter. Do you like the wiggle test? One's like bloop, limp. Oh, that one actually might be okay. Maybe it wasn't an imposter after all. I've got to compare the pair. Oh yeah. Yeah, when you pick up the other one, it really, really limps badly. I haven't yet. I haven't talked about the OSR recording, but it is coming. I wanted to do a little bit of crafting first, but thanks for spoiling the surprise, Bruno. Kidding. No surprise. I did put it up on Instagram, but in case you've missed it, let's cut a few pieces and talk about that. Bruno must have something to say about it. What would you like to say about the OSR recording, Bruno? He'd be like, just that there's a recording. And it was because all of you have been messaging me non-stop saying, I missed it. Oh my goodness, please, is there a way to get the OSR, can I register even the morning of, like literally Lisa was live and I had messages. Please, can you let me in? I can't say no to people. I don't want to make people sad and be like a meanie. So yes, you can get the recording, Anita. So you can scan this, and we're only doing it until the end of this month because it's, Carol, that's a very interesting question. I don't think so because it will muck up Lisa's accounts. She will be very upset with me. So I'm sad to say I actually do have to say no to that one. But definitely won't say no to this session one. So you can definitely get your hands on that. But all the others, sadly, are gone forever. Do we have a sad? I don't have a sad one. I need a sad sound. I've got a party though. Yes, the recording's available. Yes, the retreat's amazing. So if you missed it, you've heard about it, and you really, really, really want to have this in your repertoire for life, then you can just sign up, scan this QR code, or go over to onlinestampingretreat.com. And hello, Brenton. Brenton, did you come to the event? I think Kevin was there. Kevin Thiessen came along. But lovely to see you, Brenton. Thanks for popping on. But yes, it's all here, people. I know, big news. So thanks for that heads up, Bruno. Thank you for... Did you all enjoy it, those that came on? I'm so glad. Please let me know which one you loved making. Have you made them all yet? Or are you still working on it? You like the party sound. Now, I think I'll do... Yeah, I think I'll do it this way. I think I'm going to do a portrait. This, by the way, this card is in my head. It only lives in my head. I haven't actually made it for real. So, you know, we could have a moment where I don't like it, but look, usually it works out okay. Actually, you know what I do want to do? Even though I've done this, I've suddenly had an epiphany that I want an extra layer. So we'll use that for something else a bit later. But I want to do this. I want a black base. Now, heads up, everyone. This is something new that I've been doing all the time now. I'm like addicted. It's a standard practice now. And I don't know if I've seen anyone else do it, but every time I use my cutter, I've been scoring first. And the reason why I've been doing that is I'm finding that, particularly if I'm cutting white, basic white, you know how you get like those little bit of a frayed edge? And I feel like it's going to make my blades last longer. But anyway, give me your thoughts on it, or if you've ever tried it. But definitely if you're doing like a really tiny thin cut, like a couple of millimeters or a 1/8 of an inch, I really think scoring is definitely the way to go first. So just a little tip for you there. Let me know what you think about that one. Oh, did you like the bouquet one, Patricia? Yes, I really like that one. And I really like the alternative to the pop-up, the ladybug and on the log, and the milkshakes. What did you think of the milkshakes? I was really proud of the milkshakes. And also the ship, the pop-up ship. Oh, so fun. Oh, it's the best. Love it, shop it. Do you like that idea, Janice? Good. Yes, I agree, Anita. Look, I think when you look at this, like I've done that cut, and I just feel like creating that groove, I don't know, there's something about it that helps it know where to go. And I just, yeah, have a look. But I've found there's less wispies and it seems to be happier, but I don't know if it's in my head or I'm willing it to be better. so tell me if it works for you. I'm all ears. Am I making it up? Is this a thing or is it not a thing? You will let me know, won't you? So I'm doing a Poppy Parade size for our next one. If you have our card templates. Oh, I forgot to do my little score. And I could feel it. I could actually feel it dragging. Whereas this, I don't know, it just feels different when I score it first. Let's have a look at the difference. So there's a little bit there, but I think there's more indentation on the other side. Ooh, partial cuts. That's an interesting way to use it. So if you have our card template tutorials, which, by the way, is going to have a little bit of an update soon because we've got new colours and the card templates are based on old colours. So that's going to be interesting, isn't it? I was like, oh, we'll have to change that. So I think we've got this one here. Yes, card templates. So if you scan that one will actually take you to our tutorial. One more. And what that does is just give you layers so that you know what you're cutting. So at the moment, I actually have mine cut somewhere. Where did I put my card templates? Where have you kids gone? Have you gone for a walkabout? Actually, I do need this. We're going to be doing a big emboss in a moment. It's a bit exciting. I do like to emboss. I really do. Oh, it's not in there. I bet you Bruno's stolen it. Bruno stole it. It's always Bruno's fault when he's not here. Yeah. Oh, there they are. No, it was my fault, everyone. Sorry, Bruno. So, yeah, they're my card templates. I just put them in one of our clear cases. And they're all different sizes, but the one that we just cut for the opening of the card is the Calypso Coral Base. Then we're going to do, I think, yeah, we'll do it nice and big. So I've got Poppy Parade, and I think I might go Flirty Flamingo just to give it a bit of a border. The triple reveal. Wasn't that amazing what Bruno did? I know. Amazing, amazing, amazing. I love how it's like, yeah, from, beginner fun fold to super duper advanced fun fold. It has something for everyone, that online stamping retreat. So yeah, so that's the sort of look that I'm going to go for. So if you have our card template tutorial, these are the sizes that you need. The card templates will tell you what measurements to use. So they're kind of like a real life sketch that also tells you what measurements. I don't have the measurements on the front. Yeah, you'll get it via email. That's true, Carolyn. Thank you. Thank you, moderator. First moderator of the morning. Do you like that? Do you feel really special, Carolyn? You should. Ready? Yes, you will get it via email. Thank you. So these are really great to help you with your layers. If you struggle with maths, if you struggle with knowing how to, what to do with your cards, what layers to use, well, this is going to be your best buddy. It's your best friend in the world. Oh, actually, I want it a little bit smaller. That's right. I was doing the flirty size, not the... I automatically went to melon mambo size in my head. But I need to go for flirty flamingo. Those flamingos, they're so flirty. How dare they flirt like that? And then we want, it feels like that's a lot bigger, that cut. Did I do the other one the right size? Yes, I did. All right, that's good. Just checking twice. I feel like that's a very big cut, but anyway, let's soon find out. We've got to trust the card templates. See? Yes, trusted the card templates. I do like that border. That looks really nice. Normally I go for the thin borders, but every now and then I think particularly this stamp set is going to gravitate to this border. It will make sense in a moment. Please wait me. Now, one thing I do want to remind you of, in case you were not aware, so because the Stamparatus is gone from Stampin' Up, the grid paper's going. No! So stock up on your grid paper. I do want to place an order today, in fact, and get a whole heap of grid paper because this is my favourite scratch paper. And it's so handy. It's so good to work with. It's great for, having it as a layer. And it kind of has a little bit of cushion too. So I'm really going to miss these grid papers. I think I'm going to sandbox and say, please keep them. Please don't. They're really good. I use them all the time Stampin' Up. So, yeah. We have like a little suggestion box, I think they call it now, instead of suggestion box. But I am going to use my Stamparatus today because with background stamps, it's the way to go. It's the best way to get a crisp image. And I just need this. I don't need any plates because I'm pretty sure, yes, that it's a rubber stamp. Oh, the grid paper's already sold out, Caroline. Is that in Australia or just in the US? It wouldn't surprise me in the US. Australia very rarely runs out of things, which is kind of a cool thing. But we don't realise how fortunate we are to have things not run out. It has run out in Australia. Megan LaGorda, you've broken my heart. Caroline, you're onto it. Good thing I have one pack left here. Oh, grid paper. Oh, I've got two. Phew. See, this is why it's good to stock up on things, people. Apparently the green glue is out in Australia as well. It's on back order or something. How very dare it. And all the girls were blaming me. How could they? How could it be my fault? How could this thing be my fault? Just because I collect a lot of green glue doesn't mean it's my fault. So here we go. I'm just putting the grid paper down firstly just to help me line it up a little bit better, but also because I'm going to have a bit of overhang when I stamp. So I'll just move this so that you can see what I'm doing down here. So I'm just going to add this to the Stamparatus. And I've got my little trusty, handy little friend here that someone made me, Julie. And then I'm going to stamp all of this with, and you can pop your case underneath to make it stand out. It's out all over. I wonder if it's a supply issue. I was actually wondering that last night. That's a worry. Yeah, everyone's stocking up before the price rise. Oh no. Well, I hope it comes back in stock soon, because I've only got like 12 bottles, I think. So funny. It's good to have stock though when things like this happen, because if you're on your last glue, it's like, oh, how annoying. Hi, Yellow Gnome. Hi, Julie. I just literally used your gift that you gave me. I'm about to use it again. So I really want to be quite liberal here, because I don't want one bit of this missing. And in fact, we may even do this twice, because it's very, very important to get nice coverage on this. Now, where's my piece that I embossed? It did my buddy, because I really want to get a lot of powder on here of the buddy. And we're going to place it round about where I think that's going to be good there, or a little bit lower maybe. Yeah. Now, because this is partially off, you can see here that it's going to be very difficult to keep in place. So I did try this. I don't know if it will work for me again, but I got some of my post-it tape, and I actually got 2 pieces of it. And the first piece I popped underneath like so, and the second piece I put just on top here. It can be where the sticky is, but I just want to cover that, just so that when I place my magnetic, it's not sitting on sticky. It wouldn't be too bad, like if it did stick on sticky, but anyway, we'll see if that works and if it holds. I think it's the type of thing, like washi would actually be better with this, because it's got a stronger hold to it. But anyway, we'll see how this goes. And if it doesn't, if it moves, then we just can't restamp it, that's all. So, but just an attempt to get that right. Yes, I think that all looks okay. And then make sure that that's out of the way, because we don't want that interrupting the flow. Okay, there we go. Move that out of the way. Give that a really good heavy-handed push. So it's usually when I lift it that I find out. Yeah, it's just good to have, like, yeah, I think things like dimensionals. So just check your stock, dimensionals, green glue. Unfortunately, can't do the green glue at the moment. Can't believe it. I can't believe it's everywhere. We're all smarty pants, hey, except for me getting it cheaper, although I already have it there. Now, will it keep it? Oh, it kept it. So if we wanted to, we could actually go again. Yeah, I think I might actually, there's a couple of bits around here that I think I'll redo, because it stayed in place, so why not? And the other thing that you can do with this type of background stamp is also to, because we've got some beautiful new background stamps coming, is to actually have a larger piece and then cut it down after. So that's another idea for you if you wanted to. Yeah, you can cut down later. So I think it was in there that I was a bit worried about. So I'll just give that a bit of a push. Sorry if I'm wobbling the camera on you. Oh yeah, that looks good. So I'll just, you can see the coverage looks really good. So you can just get a light and just see if there's any pieces there that you think haven't been stamped. But I think the look of this, anyway, we'll soon find out if it's missed anything. Now I'm going to keep that little tab there, that little post-it note tab. And the reason I'm going to keep that there is because I'm going to use my embossing buddy, my embossing powder, and I've got something to hold on to. So that's really good, because I could use the tweezers, but there's a lot of detail on here and I could end up putting the tweezers into part of the image, which we don't want. So let me just close this up. We'll get to you later and give you a little clean. Wow. How did I miss this stamp set, people? I'm so disappointed with myself. There's a little bit missing up the top here, and you can see it's got this look, which is going to be fine. We'll be able to play with it, but it's got this sort of motley look to it. And I think, yeah, I'm not sure how you would go about fixing that, because we gave it a good zhuzh, didn't we? We really went to town. I think probably the key would be having a bigger piece. So let me just try it. Look, we'll still use this. I can see this being used for something very cool and rustic, but I do want to give it another go with, I'll just move these and get the heat gun. I do want to have a go at getting this spot on. Because I can cut bits of this out, no problem, and have it as like a background piece to some flowers. Oh, here we go, it's changing. Hi Kylie. I like that's what I use too, Eric, when I say, oh, that didn't turn out the way I want. Oh well, it's rustic. Clever, Eric. So I can see this with the metallic embossing powders looking absolutely incredible. So if you did this with like silver or the gold or even the copper, imagine it with the copper. If you did it on like petal pink or something like that, oh, gorgeous. It's a very cool stamp. I agree, Betty. And I wanted to give you two ways of using this stamp, but I will just try and get it to give us a crisp, clean image. Beautiful. But the other way that I want to do it is using it in a subtle way, or as Bruno would probably say, subtle, because he loves to change words from what they're really meant to be. And I think using it as like with smoky slate or something like that would be a really great way of just having, you know, this beautiful look in the background, but then still keeping whatever's at the front, the hero. But let's just I'm going to grab another piece of black cardstock. Where are you, black cardstock? There you are. And I think I'll just cut this into half. Score first, cut second. Really does feel different to me. Please tell me if it feels different to you. Thank you. Yes, Carolyn, you're very right. But I'm going to use it again now anyway. The minute I close it, that's when I need it. I was like, I should close it. Oh, no, I need it now. Now, let's just pop that over here. It's the story of my life, Carolyn. Once I put something away, then I require it again. So I think something like this, or even if we have it like that, where it's, yeah, I think like that, because it's going to be right. I just want to see exactly where it's landing on the grid. I think around this top one here looks good, even a little bit higher. Yeah, that looks good. We'll just do some extra buddy. And it could be that, yeah, it needed more buddy. So we'll really go to town here. And we'll add a lot of powder. Sometimes it's just trial and error. Which, you know, I enjoy that about crafting too, when you test things out just to see how you can get the best out of it. So we don't need that because it's going to cover all of it. But I do need to eyeball that again. Good, yes. And then we'll put our magnet in place just to keep that happy. And sometimes, maybe, I'm just thinking, sometimes I find this magnet a little bit too big. So maybe instead of using the magnet, we can test it with some of the Post-it note. Because, although that would cover it there. Because, yeah, sometimes I feel like, particularly with backgrounds, it kind of hinders the stamping. Do some of you find that? How dare you hinder my stamping? Okay, and I'll put the lid on for you this time, Carolyn, after I finish. Thank you for the heads up. I just remembered a weird dream I had last night. Brenna and I went to Japan, but we took the dogs with us. And I thought that was a bit strange. I was like, why do we take the dogs with us on holidays? It's a bit stressful. And then I lost my shoes. And we're in Japan. I was trying to find shoes, and all the shoes were too small. Can someone interpret my dream for me, please? Because we are going on a trip in 12 days. So am I worried that I'm not packing the right things? Am I worried I'm going to lose something on my trip? That's very funny. I heard Jasper tapping and I suddenly went, I had a very funny dream. I literally just remembered my dream. Dreams like that are so funny, aren't they? It's like, what is my subconscious brain telling me? Kylie, you need to start thinking about packing. I think that's what my brain's telling me. Yeah, I think sometimes a magnet it sort of pushes it down a little bit. So let's see if this works. But I'm really getting in here. I'm using my elbows, peeps. I'll just flick that back because it's a bit bright with the Stamparatus when I use that. So I'll just move that out of the way. Yay, Miranda! Welcome! I might even turn that down a little bit because it's a bit bright there. Okay. So I think looking at this, I think it's going to be the type of stamp. And maybe that's why people weren't using it. Maybe it just didn't have a crisp image to it. Which, you know, if you're wanting a crisp image, particularly for embossing, so maybe embossing with this background stamp isn't the way to go. But yeah, at least you're learning from me here. We'll try it with stamping and see if it's a bit better. The post tape you can get from Amazon. Lisa has craft room favorites. If you live in the US, what's Lisa's craft room favorites? Let's see if I've got a quick key. Let's see, Lisa, craft room favorites, maybe? Yes! I do have it there. There we go. So if you go there, and then at least Lisa will get a little bit commission too. If you're going to go shopping on Amazon, Lisa may as well benefit from it too. It'll help her with her grandchild. We'll support Lisa with her new grandbaby. Haven't heard any news yet, by the way, but as soon as I do, I will let you know. So here we go. Second stamp. Ooh. I'm really getting in now. I use post-it flags. They work great when... Oh, that's good. Okay. Surely this has got it. Surely we've done it, people. Because, yeah, that would be very sad if that didn't. Ooh. I feel like... Wouldn't it be great if we had a Versamark pen? Because there's just a couple of bits here. And it could be that maybe my Versamark needs just a little bit more ink in it. But wouldn't that be cool to have the brush just to get those little pieces that you can see the flick? But I think this is a lot better. The only one I can see is there, which, yep, we can do that. We can fix you, little one. Let's just really stamp. I'm doing a little smush even with my ink. Smush in. But that could be it, you know. It could be that my... Because I did use it quite extensively on the online stamping retreat. So that could be... We could have investigated it, people. We could have cracked the code. May as well do it all while I'm at it. Okay, let's see if we've got it now. Yeah, that's exactly where I got it from, Angie. That's what I was thinking of. It still looks like it's got bits missing, but anyway, we'll soon find out. I think that might have to be the look. And looking at the stamp, like on here, it doesn't look like that. But anyway, it is what it is, people. We'll have a look at it when it stamps and see if there's the look there. And even if that is the look, I will make do. But it probably won't look as good with what I'm thinking of. I'll do it this way. Oh, it is much better. Much better. I can see it already. A couple of bits up the top here, but that's all right. We're cutting them off. Oh, yeah, baby. That's much better. So, yeah, just up the top here, I probably could have given it a bit more love, but that's all right because we're using mostly that bit. So, yeah, this one here, he was really stubborn, that little piece there. We even did it 3 times. So, you've just got to be very patient, but I think I can handle that look. What do you reckon, peeps? I think our patience has paid off, because that, I'm very happy with that. What a cool stamp, hey? Ooh, love it. So let's just have a look here. Let's do some heat emboss. Because this is going to look amazing. I do want to just do one more. So I've got to be careful not like to flick, but not flick too much. But I don't mind these little dots. Like, they're not bad. It was when it was really, like, it's still not bad, but this is really like coming off. So I think I do need to give my Versamark a bit of love and top it up. Give it a top up. Heating up. Oh, yep, that feels good. So I don't know if you know this, but you can actually come in from underneath and emboss if you want to. And that will, like, it's good when you're on video because then you can really see it change in colour. But it also kind of helps it to stop, you know, having any flyaways and things like that. Beautiful. So yeah, I think I'm going to definitely put on my list. I use Trello as my wish list when I think of something that I need. You know, for those of you that are looking for like a system to use, I highly recommend Trello. It's free, and you can just, I'm actually using Trello as my list for our trip as well. So it's still got that look to it, but I don't mind this as much as the other one. The other one was a bit full on, but I think with stamping it would be a lot better. But yeah, it's interesting. It's got all these sort of speckles. So I'd be interested to see if you guys have had the same. And I don't know if it's a fault, but the image at the front doesn't seem to look like that. But I think if you go with it and you realise that's the look, then we can actually go with it. A bit of sanding might do the trick. Oh, see how it's come out. So how it has come out is correct. It's supposed to look patchy. Oh, there you go. Thank you, Mandy. Because it's weird on the front cover, there's no patch in it. Like, normally they show it on the image at the front. So maybe, yeah, just doing something with the ink pad maybe. And look, it is a new ink pad. I probably should have really zhuzhed the ink pad and given it a good clean because, you know, it probably had some film on it too. Anyway, we'll see what it stamps like on plain ink too. It's still going to look absolutely gorgeous. We know it will, right? But yeah, just so that you can see the image and what it looks like. Now, what we're going to do is cut this down. So we'll do our scoring first and then cut. And even that, like, so cool. Can do inside pieces with it. We could even chop it. My goodness, I'm thinking of so many ideas. There's literally 4 days left to use this stamp set. How did I just come to this conclusion today that I needed to use this stamp set? I'm kicking myself. So we've got this one here. So I'm doing the Flirty Flamingo size. So the first one I'm just cutting where I don't want it, but I've got to be careful with this because you don't want it to be too, because I've got to go to 13.9. So I might cut this edge right to where it's the closest I can get, and then I'll do the cut that I know I need. And that just shows me where I need to go then. So yeah, we're going to have a little bit of this at the top. So good thing I didn't chop that bit off, because then I would have been like, oopsie, cut too much off. But if I wanted to, I could even go smaller template just to bring it in. But I think we'll work with this because that's going to stick there like that. And then we're going to layer it. Oh, thank you, Mandy. I'm glad you like that. That's good. And then we're going to soften it with some of our gorgeous flowers on top. And we've got a few, this one here, Art Gallery. Let's just see if this one's available too, because this was one of my faves. Art Gallery. Let's do a search here under art. Yes, and it's on sale. $23.40 instead of $39. So that's a really good price. So that one would be a nice one to use. I really like these florals. I wonder if I use this one a lot. Did I like this one? Not sure. Not sure if I like this one. So we could have possibly, because this bloom here is just absolutely gorgeous, we could have a couple of them. Just do 2 of them on there. And then there's these gorgeous sentiments. We've got this leaf here as well that we can use. Even if we just do the one on there. And because of the background is very, very bold, I would probably recommend that we do a sheet of vellum just to give that a bit of lift. So it's got something to sit on. So let's have a little look here at what we can do. The other thing that we could do, well, once we do the stamping, we'll see what it looks like, because we could actually cut around and have like a border as well. So let's do some stamping. Carolyn, I forgot to put the lid on. I don't even know where the lid is. Oh, there it is. Oh, no. Should I do gold? I did love this with gold. There was a card that I made with gold with this one. But how did I do it? I don't know if I did. I know what I did. In fact, I haven't done this technique in quite some time. Let me do a bit of Googling. I'll do the Googling on here and we'll see if we can. I won't show you it actually. Art Gallery. Kylie Bertucci. Did you know you can Google things like that? If you're looking for my, and then you click on images. And we'll see if I can find it. It's not coming up. Why are you not coming up? I probably named it something else. Okay, I might have to look for, I think I know what else to look for. I think I named it that. Ooh. It's always good going back and seeing your old cards. You ever done that? It's really fun. No, that's still not finding it. How very dare you, Google? How very dare you not find my card? I wonder what I named it. It'd be my fault. But I do love to blame others when it's my fault. Kylie, take accountability for the things that you do. I do love people who take accountability. Let's see if this comes up in my blogger. Oh, right. Oh, found it. Why is it not on Google? Oh, yes. I think I know what we're going to do, people. Okay. Is there dyes that go with this? I don't think there's dyes that go with the art gallery, is there? Oh, no, there was dyes. I'm pretty sure there was dyes. Let's see if I can find them. Art gallery. What would they be called, the dyes? Hello, moderators. Art gallery. And let's see if it says goes with dyes. Oh, there they are. Floral gallery dyes. Oh, they're gorgeous. Yeah, we need to use them. So what we're going to do... Ooh, we're very excited about this, everyone. I think you're going to be very... Oh, trust Bruno. He's already taken out all of the retired product. I'm like, oh, no. This is going to be fun today. Anyway, I'll go and get it in a moment. Un momento, por favor. So what we're going to do is I'm going to... Oh, do I stamp it or do I emboss it? Oh, decisions. I think I'm going to stamp it first. It may not be the exact colour that I want because Memento, look, it's black, but it's not true black. But I feel like, oh, I think maybe, oh, I've got an idea. Okay, stick with me, people. Stick with me. You're seeing the creative process happen before your very eyes. It's like, what am I doing? I'm doing a mashup of an old card of mine. I'm becoming very nostalgic. Okay, so we've got our first stamp, and I've decided I'm embossing it because I love black emboss, people. It's my new thing. So what you do, give this, a good zhuzh, like you do with your normal embossing, your white embossing. And then what we're going to do is stamp with our Versamark. Now the black emboss, yeah, this definitely feels like it needs re-inking. It's been overworked, overused and overworked. So I'm really going to be heavy-handed here. Yeah, that's better. So we stamp that, and I'll do the same in the stem as well. I probably should be putting this on my Stamp and Pierce mat. Naughty, naughty Kylie. Get ourselves a block. Aren't these cool? It's so cool that you can just pop it on a block. Okay, I think that looks good. For the leaf, I will actually use my... Ooh, I was able to lift it. Even better. Give that a good cushion. Yes. It's got a little bit of residue of pink. Kylie Vitucci, did you even clean your... Yes, I cleaned them, but, sometimes Versamark does bring out the colour. Okay, so we've got our leaf. I'm going to attempt something here, people, that I've never tried before. So this could work. It may not work, but look, at least we'll find out. You can say, I watched it happen for reals. I'm sure someone's tried it. Carolyn. Thank you. Ready? I feel like that deserves a round of applause. Put the lid on, people. Put the lid on. Here we go. Don't get used to it, all right? Nothing like black emboss. It's my new go-to black. I'm sorry, Memento, but you've been sacked. If I really wanted to have a real hype title, I could say, Memento Black, you've been sacked. This is why I will never use Memento Black ink again. Does that sound really dramatic? Would that get clickbait? Now, what we're going to do, this is the key to black emboss, okay? We're going to get this really hot. And you actually really, really want to blast it close to the embossing. And you have to stay longer, okay? So I'm going to lift this up because I don't want to burn the table. But go really close and blast this baby. Hot, 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 hot. Can you see it changing? The black emboss really, really loves the heat. And it loves it nice and close. If you do that with the white, I sometimes find it doesn't really like it. But the black rewards you. So let's have a look at this here. Oh, yes. Look at that, people. Isn't that beautiful? Stunning. Now, before we cut, because I will need to go and have a look for the dies, I'm going to try the little trick that I think I can do here. Whoa, what am I going to do? I'm going to bring in some gold. Gilded leafing. If you don't have this in your little arsenal, literally, I've had this for years. And look how much is left. I feel like it reproduces itself. Do some of you have this and think, is it ever going to go? Is it going to be around forever? Yes, I did decide last night. We had a crazy crafters catalogue walkthrough last night. It was so much fun. Now, the way that I'm going to do this is actually to use some Tombow. You can actually use Tombow. You don't have to just use heat and stick. The only thing that I'm thinking with this is I've just got to make sure that this is not hot. And with this being sticky, it could actually just stick to the embossing. So there's a few things that I'm seeing here that could create some issues. They're going to be flying. They really are. You know me so well, Linda. They're going to be everywhere. Well, Bruno's away. Let's pull out the gold leafing. It does grow, doesn't it, Betty? It just keeps coming. So what I'm going to do is just sort of put along here. I'll just move a little bit of this away. Where's my baby wipes? I'll just use a tissue, actually, because we want some control here. So I'm just going to sort of go along this side here, and no rhyme nor reason, but just do a few lines. But I don't necessarily want to cover up that white space because I think it's quite nice to have that white space. Okay, so we'll try that and see what happens. I don't know. Is it going to work? I don't know. We'll soon find out. Plonk. Plonk, plonk. Gold leaves are flying everywhere. Now, I'm going to tap, tap, tap. We don't want to sort of move because that will move the glue out of the way. And we also want to give it some time to stick to the Tombow and to dry. Linda, yes, we get to see gold flakes everywhere. Yes, he knows me. I'm going to attempt to clean as much of it up as we can do. Look, I'm zhuzhing it. What I should really do is put this on top of some grid paper so we can tip it back in if we need to. Because there is going to be a lot of stuff flying around here. Okay, so I think that should be pretty good. Now, this is the moment of truth, people. Are we ready? Will it stick where it needs to stick? Oh, oh. Yeah, it's not really. Oh, actually, look, you don't want to be too heavy-handed when you're zhuzhing it off. Actually, I'll keep that because it's got a little bit of clumpy glue in it. We'll save that for our bottom bit. See, look, it's got a little bit of embossing, which is fine because I really don't think I'm going to run out anytime soon. I think we could save this. So if you don't want to, waste too much, then you can use less. But I have to say, that is a lot of fun. What do you think, people? So I think I can bring in a little bit, I can take a little bit more off here, just in the places where I want it to define the flower, but I don't want to take off too much. So I'm just going to use my tool here and do a bit of, scratching, light zhuzhing. It's interesting, the Tombow glue's moved to areas I did not expect it to move to. But the scratching works. Oh, that's so fun. It feels so rewarding. I don't know why, but it feels really good. Oh my goodness. What do we think? Oh, yes, and that's a good point, actually. I'm going to scroll here. Kathy said a good point. You need to let it get tacky before adding the gold leaf. So we'll try it here on the leaf where you just leave it for a little bit longer. That's a good point. Yes, do it in the embossing pan. The only thing about doing it in the embossing tray is I keep it dedicated just for my black and my white. And if I put gold in one of my trays, I'm going to end up with gold in either my black or my white. And yes, Tamara also said it too. That's a really good point. Let it get tacky. Good points, girls. Thank you. Yes, we do need to use our gold leaf more, don't we? And is it in the new catalogue? I'm pretty sure it's staying, isn't it? We did a walkthrough last night with the team, and I'm pretty sure it's staying. Just want a little bit less here. It feels a little bit like it's got a bit too much on that bit there. But it's good that you can, just come in later and zhuzh where you want it to sort of come off. But it's feeling very, very secure. Like there's a little bit that's come off now, but it's pretty good. I suppose that you could lacquer it or something with some... What could you do to stop anything coming off? It's the gift of gold leafing for the person who receives it. Here's some gold leafing that's going to continue to be in your house for years to come. You won't know where it's coming from, but it's just going to keep showing you love. My card will continue to love you. Okay, so we'll let that one dry a bit more before we put this one on and see if it makes a difference. Get tacky. Oh, don't be blowing stuff around with gold leaf here. Actually, while this gets tacky, you can all blow. I'm going to go and get my die cutting. Jasper will keep you entertained. What was the name of it again? I forgot the name of it. The floral dies. Let's have a look. Floral Gallery dies. Because, yeah, I'll go in there and it's in alphabetical order. I'll be like, what am I looking for? I found them, everyone. Floral Gallery dies. It's so good that Brito puts everything in alphabetical order, because then I can find it. even when he moves it. It does feel a bit different. It feels like it's sticking to it a lot better. Just leave that for a moment. Talk among yourselves. Oh, the glue stays sticky. Oh, that's good. Please look on the gold leaf. Can you girls stop telling me what to do? I don't know if it's a good idea if I made you all moderators today. This is how I roll, people. If you don't like it, you can go. I have enough of Bruno telling me to put these lids on. What are you all, my mothers? You're triggering me. But sure, I'll put the lid on. You're all A-type personalities, I can tell. Come on, live free. Live on the edge, people. live with freedom. Don't be held back. Don't be held back by your responsibilities. Take life too seriously. I love it. Yeah, me too. I can't handle it. That's the voice I hear. I know it's not the voice you're using, but that's what I'm hearing. It's triggering. Put a fan on. I feel like opening it and blowing it now just for fun, just because I can, just to watch all of your faces. It's what I do. You can see how my mum had to deal with this growing up. She said don't, and I was like, watch me. Watch me. Now, I'm being a bit naughty here, but you can, because there's been a bit of Tombow come over here. If you can't find your eraser, just grab a polymer stamp set. I'm a stinker. Just grab your polymer stamp set and use it as a, what are they called, those things? Adhesive remover. You can use your polymer stamps as an adhesive remover. And it doesn't hurt them, I promise. It doesn't hurt them. They're really happy. And look, it took it off. There was a bit of sticky there. And it's gone. Gone ski. My face is covered in foil and I don't understand why. Such a rebel. Oh, I really like that. I think that's actually a lot better, girls, with the tacky. That we really do make mess. That is so me. I don't know what it is with me and mess, but it's just always, that's just what happens. So I know this is sad, but I can't reuse this. And I know for all of you out there, you won't want me leaving this on the bench. And I don't want to hurt your feelings. So for the sake of all of you who are watching this freaking out, I will pop it in the bin. Because we have plenty left. We have plenty here. And I'll move it to the side for you. I won't dare show you that I've still got black emboss here. No. Shh, don't even look. All white emboss over here. Let's put them away too. I can learn from all of you. I can. One day I will grow up and take some responsibility. It does get cleaned up after. That's that one. That's that one. Oh, you didn't know about using the stamp as an adhesive remover. Yes. It genuinely works. It really does. And they find. They really do bounce back. They don't, yeah. I haven't had any issues with using it. And it's usually, I've always got a polymer stamp on the desk, so. There we go, everyone. Round of applause for Kylie, I feel. Thank you. Thank you. I do it for you, okay? I do it for all of you. I do it for no one else, but just for you, because I love you all. And I know you're coming from a place of care and love, that you want to make sure that I don't tip everything over. You know what's really funny? I've just put it all away, and now I'm probably going to need it for a sentiment. That's usually what happens. So I think with this, we can actually cut this and use our Boho Blue Mini, which, did you know, as a demonstrator, you can purchase it. Yes, it's available. So if you missed out on buying one, add to cart, people. Add to cart. Where's Bruno put my boho? Seriously. Bruno Bertucci, I'm going to kill you. He's moved everything around. No, he's very good. He's done a very good job. But I have no idea where my boho is. No, can't see it. He's stolen my boho. We'll have to use the big one. Is it over there? No. Must be in his room. I wonder if his ears are birdie. He'd be like, oh no, Kylie's going to be talking about me this morning while I'm not there. Oh, grr. Oh, grr, grr, grr. Oh, grr. Let's do this. So we need the flower and we need our leaf. Flower and leaf. Yeah, I bet it is. I should go look, actually. I bet you it's in Bruno's office. He's like, no, I hate the mini. Next minute, stolen. It is so pretty. Why would you ever want to grow up? Yeah, I kind of like being a big kid. I think there's a reason why we haven't got children, and that would probably be part of it. I haven't grown up yet. Now, I wonder if... Oh, yeah, probably will take a little bit off. But anyway, it seems to be okay. And it'll be interesting on the plate whether the plate takes off a little bit of the gold leafing. But these are raised, so I think it should be okay. Okay. Just make sure you're seeing that stem before you lock that down, because this one is very, very close to the edge. So I think they look good. Happy days. Crank you through. Whee! I'll just move this over so that we can show you the full screen. Show you the going in and coming out. There we go. Oh, wow. Yes, yes, yes. This is everything I wanted and more. Oh, I love it. Shop it. Oops, there goes the plate. Sorry, Bella. It didn't fall in and no dog was hurt in this. It just scared her. Take these off. And put them in their little folder here. Ready to go. Ready for a new home. Bruno's already listing them on our Shopify. Actually, if you haven't been to our retired product store, it's only for Australian peeps. But you can go over here. It's where we have our Kylie Bertucci store. Yes, there. So we have our classes there as well. But yes, you can go over there. And I know this is pretty full on having both gold and both, but I actually don't mind it. I think it looks really, fancy. So fancy. Now, we're definitely going to raise this up, but I do think it gets a bit lost in that background. So we can do a vellum do a vellum base. Maybe if we use some of our, have we still got ovals? This is the time period where I'm like, what do I still have? What can I use that we still have in stock? I'm sure there's there's the deckled. So the deckled rectangles could be a winner. Ooh, the designer tags. Are they staying? Because that would be quite pretty to have vellum cut out in this tag. And it would actually fit it very nicely too. Ooh, what do we think, everyone? I do like that. I think that's the winner. Let's lock it in. And I'll put the other one over here. Hi, Arlene. Oh, that's nice. Did she mention the online stamping retreat recording? It's a bit exciting, isn't it? Oh, I have put them the wrong way around. But we're closing it at the end of the month. Because there's a lot of retired products that we're using, retiring products, so they're still available. So we thought a lot of you already have them. So we'll give you some more content to use what you've got, but then we also show you how to use some new items too. So with the vellum, we've got a few different vellums now. We've got ones with patterns as well, which is very handy. But I think with this one, I would just go plain because we've got such a big background happening there. It's fancy, fancy, fancy. And we'll have a look here. You can see how it will just tone that down to give that its own space to shine. It's like, move over background. I'm coming in. Right? So, oh, she did mention it. Oh, that's wonderful. I should actually look at emails and see who of you have been buying the recording. Who of you have caved and gone, I've got FOMO, a fear of missing out, and I really want to watch the recording. We understand. I understand the fear of missing out. Every now and then I have the JOMO, the joy of missing out. Sometimes that happens when I'm really tired. And I'm like, yes, I was really tired and I can't keep going. I can't keep partying any more than I am. Oh yeah, I do have the sandwich. Nothing fell. Good. So I think, Yvonne, you were asking about a baby card. Is that right? The best thing you can do if you're looking for ideas with Stampin' Up is to go on Google and go Stampin' Up baby cards. Boom. Or Pinterest, go to Pinterest and type Stampin' Up baby cards. Oh my goodness, you will get so many amazing ideas. However, I will give you a heads up that if you did our online stamping retreat, there was a lot of baby cards. They had baby cards on the brain. You had a lot of fun, didn't you, Betty? You did so well. I was watching you comment and craft, and you did so, so well. I was very proud of you. So we've got that. I'll stick that down. I'm actually just going to use some tear and tape for this one. Oh, for a person who's retiring. Okay, so just pop in Stampin' Up retirement. Is that the one you mean? Oh, hello, little ball. Got my reflexology ball on the floor here. I mean, that's where it's meant to go because, you know, how do you do reflexology on your feet if it's not on the ground? So let's just line this up where we want it. So yeah, just look up Stampin' Up retirement cards. I think I want that on top like so. And it doesn't matter if it comes off a little bit. because I want that to be, you know, fairly long, but that gives me an idea of where I want it. And then trying to keep that in place, I'll just stick that there. And then just for a little bit of extra adhesive, we'll stick that there too. But it's going to be stuck down. I still want to do them on dimensionals, because why not? It deserves to be a hero. Maternity leave. Oh yeah, so you could do, I think it'd be nice to do all the best. You could still do it like a baby card, couldn't you? Congratulations. Oh, thank you, Cindy. Yes, October. Pop it in your diaries. What did we say in October? Jojoba left over in October. October 29 in Australia, 28 for everyone else if you're coming along live, which is very fun. If you can book it in, it's a very good idea. There was a few people that were busy. They were camping and doing all sorts of things because we're very busy now getting out and about, which is a good thing. So they got the event and then are going to watch the replay, which is nice. So I might actually send an email to those that have purchased it and just say, hey, reminder, how are you going? Are you watching the replay? I don't know whether to have the, yeah, I think I'll have it like that. And I think we should raise this up too, don't you think? It's so pretty. And we can stick the dimensionals behind the flower. It's good when you have vellum and it's covered, because then you can hide your adhesive behind the item that you've put on top. Because it's usually the biggest problem with adhesive is like the vellum. You're like, how do I stick this down? But I have seen people use the sponge daubers just with some of the green glue, which is very clever. I think Patty does it like that too. Oh my goodness, I love this. So pretty. Yes. So let's stick this down and then we'll choose our sentiment, our little senti. How are we going for time, everyone? Oh, we're doing pretty good, actually. I'm catching up with a friend for coffee at about 12:30, so that's good. We've got time. I wanted to show you the bold version of this one and then the soft version. Softly. You know I love bold. Bold geometric is my, if someone was to say, sum up your crafting inspo, your crafting technique, what would it be? What's your style, I should say? My style is 100% bold geometric. That is me in a sentence. Me in 2 words. Creatively. I know, it's so pretty, isn't it? So we'll do the sentiment, and I think we'll do that on black and emboss it. Vellum adhesive. Ooh, that's cool. So, a little thank you has disappeared here. So we could use some of these. You are lovely. Sorry. Congratulations. I'm thinking of you. I think I like this one. I'm thinking of you, because there's a few people that I am thinking of. Had some really sad news this week. One of my team members suddenly passed away, and her daughter got in contact with me. So we're doing some cards for her. They're handing them out at the memorial, because I knew that she loved card making. And I thought, how nice is that they're doing like we're going to send some cards to her daughter, and then they're going to hand it out at the memorial, which is just so beautiful. And then another friend this morning was just telling me that she had 2 sister-in-laws pass away, literally within a week of each other. So difficult. People are going through such tough times. So we've got a beautiful, beautiful gift that we can give them here with our card making. It's very special that we can do this for them. And yeah, I think this will be a good one. I'm thinking of you. Will be a very good one to use. So if I get that one, where did I miss you go? These stamps, they just have a mind of their own, don't they? They just go walking. It's like, where did you go? It has to be somewhere here on the desk. Please be found. Don't go, oh, you know what, this one, I remember this one. There's a reason why I pulled this out, because this was a stamp set that a dog that we dog sat ate. So I have to make sure that we sell this at a reduced price. I mean, it will be extra reduced because this is a very well-used stamp set anyway. But I Miss You is missing, so it'll be even more reduced. That one there. I'm thinking of you. I know, it's awful. Just so sad. I mean, I'm glad we have this beautiful craft that we can do something special for people going through such a tough time, but it's just so sad. I wish we didn't have to do it. It's just so shocking when you hear that news. You think, oh, you know, she left behind, like one of them was in her 40s, left behind 2 children. It's just tragic, absolutely tragic. It's like, just, you know, the families just have to keep going on, but it's like, how do you keep going? It's just, this person's just gone. So sad. I know, it's awful, Cindy, isn't it? So that'll be nice to send a card. I'm going to make sure I do it right away today. I'll take a picture and then I'll I'll take a picture and I'll send it straight away to the person I'm thinking of. Because you know what we're like. Life gets busy. And then you're like, yeah. I'll do that. I'll send that. And before you know it, it's been blink a month. And you're like, what happened? I was going to send a card to that person. Not spruiking Trello or anything. I promise I'm not a paid person. And I'm not going to get any kickbacks. But it's very handy to put those things on Trello. When you think of someone, you can make a card. It's called, like, you create cards. And you can put on there who you want to send a card to. And I think it's good because then you can just go there. You can even give yourself email notifications. You can set, like, reminders. And it's just a good way to get things done. Because if any of you are like me, I have good intentions and I want to do things, but I somehow get very distracted. Oh, good on you, Rissa. Yeah, just make some of your... Oh, it's your single friends. It's a lovely idea. I love that. Because it does get a bit depressing after a while, doesn't it? Oh, thank you, Yvonne. Glad you like it. And now we could cut this. I don't know whether I want to do... Normally I do the cutout. But I think with this one it will really suit the style to just do a straight piece. So I'm just going to use the trimmer to just... Oh, yeah, I'll use the trimmer because it'll be nice and straight then. I think it's one of those ones that I need to get quite accurate. So what I'll do here is just sort of line it up a little bit with the trimmer. That looks good there. Yeah, that's pretty good. I'll probably go in a little bit closer, but for now, I'll do this. Now, if you have a little piece like this, you can create a little holding tool. It's a bit makeshift, but you get the idea. So that I can move this around where I want it to go. It's the G that's a little bit... Oh, I don't think that's going to work because it keeps flipping it. Maybe if I just stick it down when I think I've got the right place. Yeah, that looks good. Yeah, that's really good. I feel like I can do this one a little bit more. Score first. See how nicely it just goes wee. I'm telling you, scoring first does something. I don't know the science behind it. Maybe some of you who are really clever can tell me the science behind that theory. Can you prove it scientifically? Ooh, yes, Tamara. Let's try that. Let's have a look at that. Oh, I do like that. Yes. Oh, 27. Too young. Way too young, isn't it? It's just so wrong. You think, wow. It does make you think about your life, though. I tell you what, you think, oh, there's probably a lot more I could be doing for others. Oh, I love that. Do you love that, everyone? I really love that. And I think that's the place, isn't it? Because I don't want to go through the flower. I think going through the leaf there, and I could even like tuck it in a little bit if I wanted to, or tuck it in there. It's not bad, but I think just sitting on top is actually good. Oh, I really love it. And I possibly could add a little bit of gold, but I think there's enough gold on there to compensate everything else. I think it's good. We could possibly, if we wanted to bring in a bit of gold, just do some gold embellishments. Yeah, I think that's good. Oh, thanks everyone. You've been so helpful. So I'll do the little mini dots just so that we don't see anything. And if you're one of those people who really want to make sure that it's like a black, I've got a couple of minis in there. I think I need another sheet of minis. Do I even have a sheet of minis? Let's have a look in the bottom drawer. The secret stash. I've got a lot of dimensionals here, but are any of the minis? No. Maybe in the other stash. Let's have a look at the other stash. The stash with the stash. Are there minis here? Anyone? Oh, what have we got here? Yay! I found some minis, everyone. A mini for you, mini for you. There we go. See, this is why we need to stock up, people. Because, you never know when you're going to run out. Right in the middle of the live. Oh, Linda, what a compliment. What is the designer series paper, everyone? Let Linda know what the designer series paper is. It's a stamp. It's a stamp that Kylie never used because she's naughty. And now I'm suddenly pulling it out when we've got 4 days left. 4 days left of the retired products. So I think I'm going to do a bit of glue behind there. And then the N has a sticky. And I don't want it to stick down on there. I don't want to stick it. I think where the Y is the next best spot, because if I stick it to the end, we've raised this and that will stick it to the card. We don't want to do that. We've worked hard to raise it up, and then yeah, that looks good. So if you wanted to, if you like, I really want to hide these, and I might even double these actually. We'll do a double decker. So you just peel these off because we've got a few layers there, and the other dimensionals are a little bit higher. So it explains why I don't recognize. I know, it's like that, isn't it? And it's a beautiful stamp set. You have a dimensional stash, Cindy. Good on you. Yeah, the double's good. And then we'll do some Tombow on the edge here because that one's going to be flat. So we've got a little bit of height and a little bit of dimension. Isn't that lovely? So if you really wanted to, if you don't like your dimensionals showing with the white, oh, it actually is raised up, so we will pop a little dimensional under there because I did the double, that's right. So let's just do some surgery here. Make sure that that's lined up okay. Yeah, that looks great. Oh, I love it. And it sort of has its own, it's sort of floating then, which I really like that. It's sort of sticking out as well. I know, so true, Cindy. Better late than never. I really love this card. So let's just see if we can find some dimensionals that we can use here, or some embellishments. I really like these. I think they will definitely pop. Yeah, I think they're the winners. You win. First ones up are the winners, which is very unusual. Black velvet. Ooh, exciting. So we'll just grab a few of these. And I'll just pop it in the black. I think it actually will look, yeah, I think overlapping will actually look good too. Almost like ignoring that there's lines there. If we sort of bring attention to the lines, it doesn't flow as nice, I think. But whatever you want to do. Oh, I do like that. Doesn't that just bring... It's so bizarre with embellishments. They're the tiniest little things, and yet they just, to me, they bring something so special to the card. It's like it just finishes it off. It just brings everything together. It's like, yes, the gold makes sense now. The gold is happy now. It's found its grounding. It's got its place in the world. You belong, gold. Yes, you belong. So, so pretty. But I do want to do one other thing to show you, and that was the soft card. So I will, however, do something on the inside, because remember, we're sending it to someone right away, so I want to have it all ready to go. And if it's not prepared, ready to go, then the chances are that I either won't do it or I'll get frustrated that I haven't done it. And then we can use this here as a decoration on the inside. Probably should have cut it down first, note to self. But that's good. Or we can just trim it. Yeah, the vellum definitely, vellum is a great way of being able to layer your cards. It's like, the best way I can explain it is like when you want to do an opaque look on, just want to tone it down a little bit. So even if you have some paper, that you really like. There's some new paper in the new catalogue that some of my girls were like, I don't like it. And I actually really love it. And they were saying it's a bit full on for them. So just try that paper with some vellum and suddenly you've got a whole different look. Like if something's too strong for you or too out there, just layer it with some vellum and you've toned it down. You said calm the farm already, all right? Just take a chill pill and just be calm already. You love the girls. Oh, the gold swirl. Yes, I should. Do you know, I don't think we ever ended up getting that because it wasn't available in Australia. So I have to make sure that Bruno adds that to the cart. Yes, that would be perfect with this, Cindy. Thank you for reminding me about that gold swirl. So there we go. We've got that one all done and it's no nudie runs. It's even got its own little decoration there. No pointing fingers. So I'll pop this back in its little tray. We'll do a tiny little tardy before we do another one. Because why not? And actually I'll pretty much copy the exact same card so that we're not sort of going from scratch. So I will keep that very close by. But I'm going to show you the exact same card, but just doing it a little bit softer because I know some of you like your pinks. Ew, pink. Who likes pink? Kidding. You're allowed to like pink. Not my thing, but I'll let you like pink. Because, you know, you let me like geometric bold, and I know it's not your thing for some of you. Oh, good. Kylie likes that designer series paper. What was the paper name called that we were looking at last night? No, it's not coming to my brain. Oh, I'll just refer to the new catalogue. Oh, how many days, people? How many sleeps? I won't open it on the desk. I'm not allowed to. It's against policy to show you inside the catalogue. If you want to see inside, you have to join up. Then you can get your hot little hands on a brand new catalogue. Yes, please. Masterfully made is the paper. It's very full on. I admit it is very full on, but that would definitely gravitate to putting a layer of vellum on top. If you find that it's a bit too much for you, it would look gorgeous. Masterfully made. You have a few packs, Cindy. I wonder what a few packs of. I'm not sure what you have a few packs of. Now, what do we need for this one? What are we doing for our subtle card? Ooh, it's come to me. Hang on, let me muse. Ooh, I'm seeing it. Yes, I think I've got it. Watch the creative brain right here. I think it's because I just had a sip of coffee. It all came to me. Thanks, coffee. You've been so helpful today. So I'll get my stamps. Yes, I love it, Becky. I know. I love it. But a lot of the girls in my team, they were like, it's too much. It's OTT. Didn't you, Megan? Calling you out, Megan. Megan's like, nah, don't like it. And that's okay. Some things we like, some things we don't. Bubblegum. Yes, maybe we should try the new one. Bubble bath. Don't put bubblegum in my mind. It's bubble bath. Should we try the new bubble bath? Ooh, I'm a bit excited by that. So I think we need this one. Where's our bubble bath gone? Ooh, there it is there. Bubble bath is very much like a fresh freezer, right? Does it go with smoky though? Maybe it doesn't go with smoky. Let's have a little look. Let me see what you say. Maybe it needs to go with Ooh, I do like that combo. Is this, maybe this is not smoky. I feel like this is, I think we had an imposter, everyone. Yes, we did have an imposter. I'm like, what is going on there? I picked up, oh, yes. I picked up the other one. What's it called? The grey granite. Crummers. Ooh. No, I do love this combo. This is one of my favourite combos. This is the only way that I like pink. It's when it goes with grey. Grey or black. Yes. Now, what I'm visualizing, I see this as the base because I do like a strong base. It needs to be solid and strong, the base. I like a dark colour for the base, but you know, you do you. And then I feel like because we're going to be doing the flower in the bubble bath, I don't really want like pink on pink. So I'm thinking that we do this, and then I'm going to stamp the image on here in smoky slate or even in Versamark. You can use Versamark or, you know, interchangeable, because basically just giving it that subtle look. And then we can do the piece on top with the flower in the, and what colour? Oh, I think we'll stick with the grey for the leaf and then the pink flower. How does that sound, everyone? I know! We've got it, like it's still a little bit, you know, it's still a little bit bold. But I don't think we'll need any vellum, but we'll have a look. See what we think as we go along. But I think that will be a really nice flower and then base. And we could probably do the 2 layers, but what I would possibly do is maybe stamp off the first one and then do another one on top for that. So we do need another. And then the sentiment can be done in the basic grey. We can emboss that. So very similar. It's going to be a very similar style, but just using the different colours. Are you excited? I know some of you are like, yes! Galahs! Oh, that would be beautiful, Caroline. Or Carolyn. Sorry if I say it wrong. Are you a sweet Caroline or are you a Carolyn? Okay, so we'll keep that for later. And we still want our basic white, but what I'm going to do is, I think I'm just going to go down a little bit more. I'll show you what I mean in size. So this is a hot tip from Bruno. Just go up into the corner of your trimmer and then you can burnish. And that just makes sure that everything is perfectly folded. What did Nicole say? I want to go back and read what Nicole said now. If it cracked Tamara up, I need to know. I've always said I've lost my mind. Then I amend it to say the kids lost my mind. I gave it to them to play with. I can't remember where they left it. That is a good one. I like it. Now, basic white. We have some here. I remembered. And what we're going to do for the template is, I think I'm going to go Flirty Flamingo size, not the colour, not to be confused. Here we go. Come here, little ones. So I've got Flirty Flamingo, and I think there's a, what size is that one? Yes. Okay. I think I've got it. So I'm going to go for Flirty Flamingo size. So we've got this size here, and then the next size is the Mango Melody. So it's just a very thin border, this one. And the Mango Melody is going to be Smoky Slate, and the Flirty Flamingo is going to be our basic white. So I think that will look very good. Just a little bit smaller than the other one, just to show you how the card templates work. Remember to score first if you think it helps. I'm a believer in the scoring. Tell me what you think. Oh, sweet Caroline. Oh, that'll be good to know. And then we'll go for the smoky slate. And that way. Ooh, actually, we'll just leave that as is. Although we'll just use this one. Oh, no, it should be all right. Because I was going to leave it bigger to stamp with. But I think we should be all right. Sorry, I've got a frog in my throat here. Oh, I had cut that wrong anyway, so that's good. So we'll keep that as is. I'd scored it in the wrong spot. So we need our... I've got a lot of stuff on the bench here. I'm like, where is my stamp? Where's the stamp that I need? You should see how chaotic it gets here. It's like, oh no, where did I put that? It has disappeared. The kids took it. I can't blame the kids. There's no kids here to blame. Now, I definitely want it to be subtle. I'm like looking at the basic grey going, should I do basic grey? No, I promise subtle, so I will stick to my words. But it would look really good with basic grey, people. Just a note to yourself, if you want to go soft but bold. If you want to do a combo of the two, you could. So I'm using and it's okay with the Versamark. It's not going to endanger anything. I will put something underneath just so that I can have a proper stamping platform. It's much better with a... Oh, that's actually quite good. I was going to say it's a lot better with the stamp pad, but this is good. So this is going to be very interesting to see how this stamps. Will it have the indentations when you use ink? It could be just an embossing thing. The dogs took it. Thank you, Donna. Yes, I like it. I'm going to be using that one. Jasper, why did you take that? Now, are we lined up okay? Yeah, I think that's good. And I don't really want it to be on the line though, so I'll just do here. And I'll do... Oh, I don't really want to... Anyway, we'll just stamp once because it's subtle. So, you know, we can just do one light push. Get our little doobie whacker tool wherever I put it. Where are you, little doobie whacker tool? Well, I don't even know. Nope, it's gone. It went for a walkabout and it's not returning anytime soon. It is underneath something here, but I think we have too much here to find it. It's been buried. Oh, no. No, not there. Not there. So I think we'll just have to push. We did say subtle, so it's going to be subtle. Where on earth did it go? Oh, dear. This is what happens when we do two cards. It's bad enough. There's a bad enough mess when I do one card, but when there's two, it's like, oh, no. And this is what happens when Bruno's not around too. There's no one keeping an eye on me. Although all of you are keeping an eye on me. Look at me, I'm even looking on the floor. I'm like, where did it go? Literally, it was just here. How do things disappear in this room? Oh, found it. I'm like, surely I put it back. I did, but in the wrong drawer. Well, is it the wrong drawer? Don't know. Okay, here we go. Moment of truth. Is everyone ready to receive? Got a croaky throat. I need a beveragino. Ah, yeah. See, it is very, very mottly. And the top isn't quite stamped. So let's give that a little bit of a zhuzh. So it does look like it's the look. Well, at least we know that it's the look. Hold this one. Oh, I don't really like the fact that that hasn't stamped up there. So what we can do is flip, and I'm going to bring this down because I've noticed that when it's up in the edge here, it has a bit of an issue. Let's do it like that. It has some issues with stamping. So let's try that again. And I'll just do a post-it note. I wasn't going to do it, but I think it's worth it. Because I like the rustic look, but I don't want it too rustic. There's an in-between. Croaky, croaky. Hang on, I'll mute and then I'll really clear it. Okay, where were we? I think I cleared it. It's really croaky. It's because I haven't eaten anything. It's what happens when you just have coffee for breakfast. It's a very squeaky stamp set, this one. Can you guys hear it? Oh, you can hear it too, Nicole. Yeah, it's very, very squeaky, this one. It's a squeaky wheel. Okay. Oh, it's a bit low. So let's do this here. How low can you go? Yeah, that looks good. Boom. Give it an elbow. Oh, thank you, Deirdre. I'll actually show you, I should show you the card that I found. In fact, I'll do that now before I forget. The card that inspired me. Because I did find it. Here it is. Let me share it with you. Oh, I haven't got Safari on there. Safari. Ta-da! Oh, wrong one. There we go. So that was the card that inspired me today. So it was using this set. And I actually did the whole sentiment. So yeah, sometimes it's good to go back. Like, obviously it's very different, but it just has that same feel to it. That, you know, black and gold and white. Yeah. Sometimes it's just getting the colour, or yeah, just using the what do you call it? the gold shimmer stuff. You know, that stuff. So yeah, that was my inspo. So sometimes, yeah, if I'm a bit like, if I've lost my mojo, ooh, I actually really like that. Even with the mottly bits. And it's so interesting. Like, it must be, I don't think it's necessarily what Stampin' Up! Wanted. I don't know whether it's a fault or not. But if it is a fault, I really like it. I think it actually looks really good. But you could possibly, I think someone mentioned about sanding, which I've never done before. How would you do sanding? I've never, yeah. No, it's definitely not a cold, Cindy. It's just, when I haven't eaten, I get a little bit of and I've talked a lot. I get a little bit of a me. I probably could have a dairy intolerance or something like that. That sort of thing. Not sick at all, which is wonderful. So let's do a bit of choppy with that. So you can see it's going to be really subtle. I mean, it's not overly subtle, but, it's a lot less subtle than this. That's a bit bold. And we travel very soon, Deirdre, 12 days. Whee! Now that we've done online stamping retreat, the only thing I've got left is our class bundle for next month. I want to film that this afternoon and get that happening. I've already done the card, which is a good step. But yeah, once I do that, and then I've got to do a few things for while we're away, different blog posts and things like that. It's that side. Yeah. So once I do those, then I'm pretty much, good to start packing then, which will be really exciting to be able to, I really want to pack early. That is my goal, because I always end up getting cold sores before we travel because I leave everything, I procrastinate, I don't want to face it, I feel overwhelmed by it, which is very sad. I don't know why. I have to work out what are the emotions that I'm feeling that cause me to do that, because it's something very exciting, but I think there's something nerve-wracking about leaving your comfort zone. There's something, and travel is wonderful, but it is very stressful too. So I feel like this is not cut right. Definitely isn't cut right. What size did I cut it? I cut it right. Maybe this side isn't cut right. No, that's cut right. What am I seeing here? Oh no, I saw the 9. Excuse me, everyone. So we will make do with this. No, I want it to be this. Let's stamp again. If you've got somewhere to be, just you can go be there, but I'm going to do it again. I'm doing another cough. Yes, good. It's worth doing it again because we can. Why not? This is what happens. This is in real life, people. IRL. We'll do some more jumping on the bed. Bing, bing. Hi, Bruno. Were your ears burning? I was talking about your lot. I was blaming you for everything. No, it wasn't everything, actually. I did take accountability for some things. But some things I just put on you because you weren't here. Whoopsie! Okay, we're cooking, people. We're cooking. Good. I think I've got some tape spare here that we can use. Yes, please. Have I got another tape here to use? Yes, there you go. It's one good thing about this tape. It does last, which is good. Yeah, I've got it. I did the Trello card, which is why I've been talking about the Trello cards today. I've done a list, and especially when Jessie was getting ready to go, our assistant, I thought, you know what, it's a good time to write everything down that we need and sort of bounce ideas off her, which was really helpful. Just to have everything, and she added a lot of things that I didn't even think about. So, but I think it's getting the list and actioning it. I think I'm good at doing the list, but then I sit on the list and the list overwhelms me. So I have to actually, I feel like it needs a bit more ink. I mean, it's lovely, but okay. But lists definitely usually help me, but with travel, I think it's the case of, like, when do I pack? When will I need those items, and when do I pack them? Like, I feel like a lot of things I have to wait until the very last minute. You know, things like chargers, and there's so many things, so many clothes and things that I'm not going to be able to pack until the very last minute. Oh, that's better. Okay, people, do it to the beat of Staying Alive. Ah, ha, 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 staying alive. I think pushing down is a lot better. Watch this. That's a bit of a surprise, actually. We've worked it out. I'm practicing my resuscitation. Oh, look at that. That's much better. It's still motley, but I like the evenness of the motley. Is that a word? The motley crew. I have cracked the code of this retiring stamp set. That is gorgeous. I love that. I really, really love it. And it's going to look amazing with this flower on top. Who's going to babysit? That's probably the other stress that I have. However, we have a very, very good friend of ours who is an amazing dog sitter. She actually has a cavoodle of her own. And so they're with their mate. They're hanging out with Paddington, a little Paddington bear. He's the cutest little doggy. So they're going to be spoilt rotten because our friend absolutely adores doggies, and she's so good with them. Her and her roomie. Ooh, I better make sure. I almost cut it wrong, people. I was like, no, check. Yes, that's better. I was like, pay attention, Kylie. You don't want to have to stamp this again. There we go. Oh, yes. You were worth it. CPR, that's it. Do a bit of CPR. And yes, it is the Stampin' Up! One that 0.1% of demonstrators worldwide achieve. Oh my goodness, I love it already. Oh, you're beautiful. Look how beautiful you are. So let's do some stamping. We need some basic white, which I have here. I think I have a piece already pre-cut, actually. Some little scrappies, I do. And we're going to use the bubble bath. Get your bubble bath. I know Paddington is such a cute name, and he's such a cutie too. Ooh, this is interesting. What's happened here? What you can do, if your ink pad is like this, look at this. Just do a little bit of zhuzhing, because it is new, and you just, even it out. Because I don't know if you know this, but we went to the Stampin' Up! Manufacturing facility, and it is all done by hand. Yep. By hand, people. So let's do some stamping here. This is the first time I've tried. That is actually a really nice pink. I am shocked to the core. Oh, that's the double stamping. There's nothing left. So it really is just a one stamping thing. So let's see if we can line this up without using my Stamparatus tool. I don't think I'm going to be able to, but anyway, we'll give it a go. Hey, it's pretty good. That is a beautiful color. Like really, really pretty. I am shocked. I am speechless. I know, it's a big deal. Yeah, when you do maybe we want softer. I think that'll be too soft. It's more like smoky slate. Hey, Bruno Bertucci, just over on Facebook, he said, Kylie, speechless? Never. Never. Let's try it in smoky. Let's compare the pair. Because I feel like smoky might be a good in-betweener. Oh, get out of the ink there. This is why I should be closing my ink pads and listening to all of you. I know you have my best interests at heart. Thank you. Thank you for looking after me, everyone. I'm closing the ink pads. I really like these, but which stem are we going to use? Let's cut them. Let's cut a couple of them and see. We'll see what looks nice. And I do think we are going to end up using some vellum on this to really soften this down, because we did say we're going to go soft, right? Now, let me just message my friend. So that we can finish our card. Or I might, because I'm meant to be meeting my friend at 12:30. I don't want to be late for her. I'll wait and see what she says. And if by any chance that she's already on the way, then I'll have to leave you all and you'll just have to see it when it's finished later. But if she hasn't left yet, we might have a chance to finish it before I go for coffee. I don't want her... She's a very punctual girl, so I would say that she's on her way. Let's have a little looky here. We want this one. I mean, I can't really do anything anyway because Bruno has the car. Sorry, Bruno's got the car. It's not my fault. He's almost here. Good. Organising social life during a live. Sorry, everyone. How rude. So rude. But hey, this is a free class and I'm doing an hour extra. So, lap it up. Oh, I'll have to Uber. Okay, I can do that. Thanks, Bruno. I'll stalk Bruno, see where he is. He's like at the shops getting a haircut, probably. He did say he was getting a haircut. The post office. Good. I've told my friend to come here, Bruno. I said, just come here. Come here. Come and chill at our place. The coffee's free here. I know, it's so funny. Now, let's do this one here too. Oh, I do love that combo. But remember, we're going soft, aren't we? I'm reminding myself over and over. Soft, Kylie. Soft. Go light. So it's interesting how when you like a certain thing, how your brain just goes to, yeah, there we go. Good. Oh, that's worked out perfect. I can stay with you guys a bit longer. Yay! We can play for a bit longer. We can finish our card. Where does time go? Seriously, it just disappears. It's like, boom, it's gone. Oh, that is beautiful. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. So let's have a look here. Move you over there. And let's see which one we want to use. And I think we're going to go for the vellum over the top. So if we have a little look here, I'm pretty sure I've got the sheet of vellum. So we can soften this right down. Oh, I do like that. Now, because we've got this extra piece here, what's another really cool way of doing this is just tucking it in around too. If you don't want to do like sticky over the top. So we'll just try that and then see if that sort of helps us. So just know your width. And I think I'll do it 2 centimeters larger. I mean, it just has to be an estimate really. So about there. I will even score this one first. And then I'll do the top the exact size. So that one will be fine. And then we'll go. So I think if we do, I will need it to be the exact, because then I can do 1 centimeter. So I've added exactly 2 centimeters. So you would probably add, I don't know, what would that be? 1/4 inch? So 1/2 inch extra, just to, yeah. So Bruno's always at the post office, Tess. Always posting all of our goodies to everyone. Pins, if you've ordered some pins, Bruno's probably posting it for you. He's always posting something. And then I'll burnish that and see how that works out. See if we've got the measurements right. I'm using my non-kosher bone folder here. Look away, everyone. I'll get my TV bone folder for you. Okay, that looks good. So let's just see that this is lining up. So it's almost like we're creating like a little pocket. And the reason for this is it just is easier, I feel personally, with adhesive that you use. So we can just come around like so. And you possibly could even do that rather than scoring. Just, eyeball it and zhuzh it over. Do a bit of zhuzhing. And then we're just going to use some tear and tape at the back, if I can find it. Tear and tape, where are you? Oh, there you go. I just need to sing to it and then the item will show up. Come here, little one. Now, someone mentioned some ribbon. It actually would look very nice with some ribbon, actually. Let's see if we can add a little bit of ribbon. Ah, that's perfect, people. Look at that. So it is opening a little bit here. So if you wanted to, you could possibly just do a couple of little dots of Tombow, like just really, really subtle if you wanted to keep that in place. But yeah, I don't mind it. I think it just adds to the texture of the card. Now, I will stick that down because even if I do decide to do a ribbon, that's okay. It's so small anyway that I'm going to need to stick that down. It's a very, very, very small little layer here. Yes. And then let's have a little look at what it looks like with our pieces. So this is our new bubble bath. Now we've got this one here, or we've got this one here, which, you know, I think for what we're going for, this subtle look, I think that's going to be our winner. All right. And then we can raise this up. But what I am finding, looking at this, it's like you could possibly do your layers a little bit smaller. Chihuahua tape. It is Chihuahua tape. According to Gina, Chihuahua. So strong it can stick a Chihuahua to the wall. Not that we would ever want to stick a Chihuahua to the wall, but it can if you needed to. So let's just see if we add a bit of ribbon, because we want to sort of bring this a little bit closer. So what ribbon do we have here? We haven't got a whole lot of ribbon left in the room. We do have maybe... I'm just trying to think what we could do to bring this in more. Maybe with just the embellishments, it will be enough to bring it in, and our sentiment. Yes, it is very pretty, isn't it? Maybe it'll be enough. What do you think, everyone? Because I don't really want to add another layer. I think, but if I was to do this again, I think I'd just go that one little bit more layer in. But maybe once we add our little dots, it will make a difference to it. Let's do that. And then raising this will probably, you know, that always makes it stand up and stand out too. So let's try that. We'll just stick this down. I will actually use a bit of Tombow this time. It was a little bit tricky with the tear and tape, the Chihuahua tape last time. Oh, it's a bit sticky. There we go. And I feel like, even though we're doing subtle, I feel like I need to do, I won't do black. I think I did decide the grey, didn't I? The basic grey. And we'll do, I think we'll do the same sentiment, because I think it's really beautiful, that one. Have I got you here, Mr. Little Sentiment? I did see him a moment ago. He's gone for a walk. Ready? I'll sing to him again. Let me find you, sentiment. Ooh, bit of silver bling on this one. I found him. He was right in front of me, literally right before my eyes. We've got the buddy. Come here, buddy. Well, I must say it came out pretty much as close. Oh, hello. Pretty much as close as what I had in my head. But you've all been very, very helpful to me. I'm very appreciative for all your tips and suggestions. It's been very fun doing this card together. And this one we'll try cutting it out, just because we can. Just to show you the difference between the both of them. And then you can decide which one you like more. Ooh, I love it when it changes. Sweet. Now, where's my fancy one? Ooh, I do love it when I put the ribbon on my nice cutter, because it's so much easier to find. So just cut it out as close as you can, or not too close, but you know, not leave it in that big piece. Just find it's easier to maneuver when it's a bit smaller. And remember, your right hand is just cutting, so your right hand is just going snip, and your left hand is moving. Oh, thank you, Randy. You saw all my cogs moving. My brain was in overload mode. Oh, so pretty. Just do a little bit of snipping here. Yes, I do like that. So we're going to do a bit of that. Oh, I think once the sentiment, it balanced it. It's balanced, people. It's balanced. It was really annoying me. It was bugging me because I'm like, I feel like it's a bit not balanced, but I forgot about the sentiment. I was like, let's just try the sentiment and see if that balances it out. Yes! I'm very happy, people. I'm very happy. It's so beautiful. I love it. I wasn't sure about it, but I'm really, really loving it now. Now, we can, you know what we're going to add? I know you said silver, but remember, we're going soft. I think we should add pearls. I think this needs pearls. It's so pretty, isn't it? Ah, I'm so happy. I was very scared. I'm like, you know what? I'm going live. But, you know, it's true Kylie form. Ooh, we could even use some of these white one. Ooh. I hate it when there's two that I could choose. Are we going pearls or are we going white? Because we've got iridescent pearls here. Oh, so pretty. I think we need pearls. I think it's going to give it a bit of a shimmer. I think we've decided. Sorry, everyone. Sorry if you have an opinion. I don't want it anymore. I don't need your help anymore. I've decided. Now, do we raise this up? No, I think we're going to just raise the flower. And I'll stick the sentiment to that. We'll go like so. Yes, yes, yes. Stick that down there. Very nice. Then we'll stick, I want to stick this down so that it sort of hovers, and we're not going to add a dimensional to this. We're just going to stick the sentiment to the flower. So yeah, just probably under there. So I won't move it because we've found our spot. So just a little bit there and a little bit in there. This feels a little bit wobbly. I'm just going to pop a dimensional right on the back there just to reinforce it. I'm reinforcing you with adhesive, with some dimensionals. There we go. Happy days. Whoops. And another thing I'm going to do with this is I'm not going to go right to the edge with the dimensionals. See how I've got a little bit of an edge here, and we're just going to do a bit of zhuzhing. Because I do love a flower with a little bit of zhuzh. We could even do it with our other one as well. I think it really adds some really nice texture. You know what we should put on here too? Some Wink of Stella. I very rarely use Wink of Stella, but I feel like this card is begging for it. It's like, please put Wink of Stella on me. Just make sure that it's coming out okay. Might just need to... I think I'm at the stage where I do actually need some more Wink of Stella, which is amazing because it does take a little while to get to that point. Oh, bubbling. Yep, that's a good sign. I'll see if where you can see it. I'll angle it, but there is Wink of Stella on there. Ooh, ooh, ooh. There we go. That's the spot. It just adds a little bit of, you know, shimmer. You can really go to town with this stuff. It's so cool. Shimmer, 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 shimmer. Oh, yeah. Shimmery goodness. Some shimmery goodness in there. I'm glad you got to see the end. We'll have to all thank Stacey. Thanks, Stacey. Thanks for letting us get to the end of the video. Oh my goodness, people. I just want to have a moment. Just want to have a moment here. Did I really make this card? Does this really go for me? Now, I think we need to... I'm going to use this end. Oh, I actually prefer the sticky end. But I think we're going to add... We're going to go all out and we're going to do 5. Ooh. 5. So we've got 2. Then we'll do 2 over this side. And then we'll have 1 more under here. Soft and lovely. I must say that pink is a big surprise to me. That bubble bath is incredible. Amazing. What do we think, everyone? We did it. Yay. Jess was looking at me like, water me, give me food, do something human, rather than just sitting there with your friends on YouTube. He's looking at me like, you give me attention. I know. But let's do inside because, you know, it's very important. I think this one here, how long is that? It's going to be a little bit, it's going to come up short, that one. Will that one come up short? Yes. I think they're all going to come up short. Yes. Look at me. I'm like, yes, they're all short. Oh, yes. So what we can do, actually I might use that side because that looks like it's got a little bit missing. I'll show you what to do if you have a smaller piece. I did have some cut, but anyway, I probably used it all. Used it all up. So if you have a smaller piece like this one, what I like to do is just hover it so that it has a border around the edge. See that there? I'll just stick it down and show you. Tiny little bit of Tombow glue there. So just find that little edge there. Yes. And it sort of just has the floating look to it, but then at least you're still using that little scrap too. And I think it looks good. I don't mind it when it does that. As long as it's like the same around each edge, it seems to have the look that we're looking for. Beautiful. No nudie runs. So let's just move these little bits and pieces out of the way. Put the lid on the Tombow, Kylie. Lid on the green glue. There you are, lid. Yay. And we'll just put those over here to do a tardy a bit later. I'll face that after I have my coffee with Stacey. Oh, I love it. Okay. Look at these 2 cards, people. We did it. Can you believe it? Oh, there's a little bit of Kylie's DNA there, a little bit of hair there. But how nice are they? And they're so different. Bold, geometric, and soft, subtle. I mean, this is still kind of got a bold look to it, but it's sort of calmed down a bit. And it's good for you to see what you can do with the vellum. Yeah, I'm very, very happy with these, and I'm loving this background stamp. I'm glad that I know it has that sort of mottled look to it. So if you do have this background stamp already, here's some ideas of what you can do, adding the geometric along with the soft and adding the flower. I mean, probably, if anything, I would change. I probably wouldn't have put gold leafing on here. I think leaving that black might be a good idea. I think it's probably, looking at it now, I'm like, it's probably a little bit much with the gold on the leaf. But, you know, it gives you ideas. And hopefully you can use this design in further projects. So thank you so much for coming today, everyone. I'm glad you like it. A bit unique. It's very Kylie. I'm a bit unique. So I'll just hold this up for us to take a photo. Now, remember to go over to the online stamping retreat and get that recording before it goes forever. Ah! Yay! Yes, I'm very excited. Thank you, everyone, for your help with that. And just, yeah, make sure you pop over, grab yourself the recording, and also have a little bit of shopping with the last chance products, because they are going in 4 days. They are gone. No, how long is it actually? I keep saying 4 days, but I don't think it's actually 4 days. I think it's actually, let's count it exactly. 1, 2, 3, 4 days. It is 4 days. I'm glad I reminded you about the vellum. That's perfect. Oh, thank you, Angie. Thank you for your help too with all the tardy. I had no Bruno around. Thank you for all the moderators that assisted with questions. And yes, it was lovely to see all of you. Big hugs to you all. Enjoy your week. We shall see you during the week, I'm sure, to celebrate the new catalogue launch, so look out for that. And we will be in touch. And Megan, I'll let the crazy crafters know that I'll be a little bit late today, having coffee with a friend. So I'll put a note up. We had a good time last night doing a catalogue walkthrough, so that was fun. Oh, thank you, Rissa. Thank you so much, Janice. You'll see us before we go. We'll do a live next week, so we'll definitely see you for new catalogue time. And if you live in Australia and you need the new catalogue, let us know. We'd love to help you. If you're thinking about joining and getting that 20% discount, we're here for you. We've got you. So anything you need help with, we're happy to be at your service and assist you. Get the cheapest deal possible. So thank you very much, everyone, and we'll speak to you very soon. Have an enjoyable week and happy crafting. Bye, everyone. Thank you.